I know it's been a very long time since I've uploaded, but that's alright. There's been some things going on in my life, and there's just been, you know, just some things that I've kind of needed to go ahead and straighten out.
Yeah, see ya!
What's going on, my fellow fuzzbutts? It's ZabuTheSergal here, and I'm back with another video just to educate my people. And today we're going to talk about just a little tidbit of a question that has been going around in our family. Not really going around, but you know how these things go. And given how expensive the good old fursuiting community is, a lot of people tend to think that fursuiting is a waste of money. And the reason why a lot of people say that is because, as we know, these suits are very expensive. But there are a lot of factors that goes into the expense of a suit. For example, you have to take material costs into effect, the labor costs, as well as, you know, how long it's going to take to make the suit. And then reputation plays a big part of it as well. Because, like I've said in videos in the past, a fresh maker, you know, just got on the ball making fursuits, probably won't have as high prices, or they won't be able to get away with having as high prices as someone who has a bigger fursuiting corporation, I guess you could say, and they've been making suits for a lot longer. So there's that. On top of that, you know, there's a lot of materials that goes into it, because you might have to buy X amount of materials just to kind of cut it down and shave it down to whatever you need. And the more colors and the more patterns that are on this suit, the more expensive it's going to cost. And you know, it can cost like $200 to $300 in materials just to make a head. And you know, the head is like one of the most important things about the fursuit, because it's where the most emotion and the most recognition, I guess you could say, like, you know, the definition of the character, it's all defined by the head, because, you know, it's the facial features or whatever. You can just walk around with the head, not even have the rest of the suit on, and people would understand what's going on. Vice versa, it may not be the case. Like, if you're just walking around with a bodysuit on, then you could be anybody, but the head defines the character. Speaking of bodysuits, that is probably the most expensive part on a fursuit. I don't have one yet because I haven't got to that point to getting one. Also, I'm pretty content with being a partial suitor, because I like the way partials look. You know, it's like got the clothes on and stuff like that. You know, it's like kind of a semi-casual type thing if you wanna go a little, but but yeah, bodysuits, that's, you know, several $100s in just materials alone, and then they have to tailor it specifically to your body type, and you know, you might have a little bit more voluptuousness in certain areas, and you might be a little slim in other areas, and they have to take these things into account, because they might have to go back and buy a little bit more fabric than what they originally thought that they would need. And of course, the more material cost, the higher the cost of the product is going to be. And then there's the labor that goes into it. So you can see why these suits are as expensive as they are. But circling back to the original question, is it a waste of money? Now, that whole thing could probably be subjective, because people view waste of money in different perspectives. Me personally, I don't think it's a waste of money, because anything that you do to, you know, make yourself feel better, just like your own entertainment and stuff like that, then no, it's not a waste of money. Everybody has their thing that they will spend an uncomfortable amount of money on to some people. Like, for example, me. I've spent hundreds of dollars on fursuit stuff that somebody who was outside of the fandom wouldn't really understand. But at the same time, that person may have spent hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on like sports tickets and sports memorabilia and stuff like that, that I myself, I do understand why they do it, because that's their fandom, and fursuiting and furry is my fandom. So everybody can just vomit whatever money they want to their specific fandom. But as far as it being a waste of money, I personally don't think so. Because, like I say, I know the perspective of all these things. And if there is something that you enjoy in your life, then money is not an issue. You'll throw that money at that, if that means, you know, keeping yourself happy and being able to express yourself in that fandom that you are a part of. So, yeah. But I want to ask you guys to post your comments down in the dibbly below. That's usually what I do at the end of the video. Wow. It's been... it's been a pretty long time since I've done this. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and close this. So, If you like this video, go ahead and scratch that like button so that I can know to post more awesome content in the future. You want to talk to me? Have some Twitter. You want us to update as well as know when the next Q&A is going to be? Have some Discord. Want to draw fan art as ZabuTheSergal? Fan art is always welcome. Keep it PG-13. Nah. But as always, my name is ZabuTheSergal, and I'm out of here. What I was trying to say in the middle of the video, have you, nope, that's not it. What's your perspective on, do you personally think that pushing money towards your designated fandom is a waste of money? Post your comments down there. Post your comments down in the dibbly below, and I'll share my thoughts with you guys. Wow.